Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't even think Easy knew that he was gonna get into that type of bag else. Like, how do you get that serious and irate and had the fucking the referee shit on? But let's keep it 100, man. Interesting topic here. Let's keep it 100. Jae Millz, Easy got you here. This is one of the strongest points I've heard Easy make in a second. Respectfully, he's got you here, G. And here's the thing about the diss songs. Jae Millz has been killing them, right? And I'll talk more about that down the road in a second. Fast forward, when Easy tries to call Jae Millz a clout chaser, I think Jae Millz is going to always have good defenses for that. Like, he'll say things like, I didn't start with these people, or this person called me out. And I think I even heard him saying something about that in regards to like Rum Nitty and Big T. I think he said, from his perspective, I don't know if it's 100 or not, I don't know. But I heard him say like, Rum Nitty just said, I might throw a shot at him. So Jae Millz interprets that as like, oh, is about to be me and you now? And of course, Jae Millz is 100% here for the on beat smoke. So if you send a shot at him, he's ready to, load up the Ron Browse beat and put his verse together, or verses, shoot his video and drop on you, right? And then let's all remember, this is all circling back to monetization. It's all circling back to business, a dollar. Everybody's eating, everybody's making money, which is the cool thing about it, okay? But now there's a narrative being built up of Jae Millz baiting people. I'm not saying it's true or not, but that's the narrative he's starting to face. That he's looking to start or engage or to bait people in, or to get people to exchange back and forth with him on beat. Sidebar. I'm telling you, I really, really do think my advice is the best advice for Jae Millz channel. Here's how you could get away from the bait, or the running out of opponents, or quiet month, or nobody wanting to engage you at a particular time in the year. I said Jae Millz has showed himself, the battle rap culture, and his fan base and followers, and even people in just general hip hop as well, that he is to be followed, clicked on when it comes to whatever he's putting on beat, especially the diss track. So I said, Jae Millz, just pick a target once a month, maybe twice a month, and drop a bomb on them. If they respond, they respond. If they don't, they don't. This is all in hip hop. So if soon as somebody creates this whole narrative of, I'm always on defense, I only do this to people when they call me out first or whatever, you limit yourself. You limit yourself. If we're going to base it in hip hop, then there's never anything wrong, and you can't be called the clout chaser if you just look up one day, and me saying, I think you should expand it into the industry. You look up one day and you say, oh shit, look at Gunna getting exposed for yes mamming in court. And you drop a joint, and some of these niggas are going to respond to Jae Millz sooner or later, because the trend on his channel will continue to pick up so much controversial dust, because diss songs are controversial in a good way, right? Then some of them niggas will respond, and you could do the same thing to people in battle rap. You could watch a battle and feel like, I want to take a shot at this person. Anyway, I just feel like that makes it so much easier in hip hop, and he would super monetize that on his channel. But here's the thing, when you go in the approach of just like, hey, I'm only going after people and defending myself, and if it's up, it's up, or you say something, you send a shot or whatever, because it's not happening in the industry. And be clear, people, because I got a topic that's going to relate to industry versus people in here in the new era. This is not the industry, these exchanges. All of the opponents of Jae Millz, like, let's call them out. You got Goods, you got DNA, you got Verb, you got Jack Boy, you got who else? You got B Magic, right? You got all these diss songs that he's done so far. If not just battle rap, if hip hop stopped today, those people that he dropped diss tracks on, they will all be known, that their legacies will be pretty much reflected as battle rappers, not industry song creators, even if they have created music. That's their true core legacy of everybody that's been dissed so far. And the main reactions and the support and the following and the viewership of this, it's not being covered by any of those hip hop or external media platforms. It's all being covered in battle rap. Okay. So the reason why Millz Eazy got you here is because it's the truth. What is the primary in battle rap where this is all happening? What's the primary? What means the most? What's the most impactful? What carries the most respect? What carries the most legacy? On the stage, acapella exchange. That is the biggest piece. And Eazy is now the first person getting engaged by Jae Millz, regardless of who started it. He's the first one to put a good narrative back towards Jae Millz. One, which is smart in the efforts of a bag chase. And bag chasing isn't a negative term, people. Like I'm bag chasing too. I'm bag chasing right now doing this video. Okay, why not? Fuck it. So the bag chase, like Eazy is he's being vocal about it and he's showing it, and there's nothing wrong with it, especially when you stand on your square, whether it comes off a certain way to other people or not. For example, the fucking clicking on the link, right? It looks he said he's waking up, drinking his coffee, getting in his email, looking for he clicked that shit, thinking a bag is involved, a sponsor or whatever. It was a bag chase moment, right? Him olive branching URL even after Smack goes on there and says you got to kill niggas like that. He's bag chasing. Him calling T-Top, Jae Millz, that was a good shot, good little angle. He says, what's up when you're a battle rapper that got to call another battle rapper to book you when you have your own league? He's bag chasing. And it's a whole nother topic to continue to show y'all something that most of us behind the scenes know. It's much harder to pay yourself than it is to have somebody pay you as a battle rapper. Okay. Most of us know that. So that is right there where he kind of is showing it's a bag chase, but at the same time, Eazy's doing the smart thing by saying, I want to make some money off of this. And Eazy knows if he does a diss track or two, he can make a couple dollars on his YouTube channel. He's got an active YouTube channel, but it ain't going to be what he could make if somebody books him to battle. But it's not just the bag side of it. To his credit, he's right. The primary in here still is the stage. It still is. It still is. Here's another reason why he got you there, Millz. You kind of said, not you kind of, you did. You said it on Geechee Jazz and EK's podcast, where you said, why should I, go do a battle now and get in the airport, get dressed, go to these funky ass hotels, be around these niggas, stand on stage with some nigga whose breath smells like shit, let them talk to me, whatever, and then have to fly back home when I could just sit here in front of my fucking camera in my crib. You guys don't even know what I'm wearing. This is what he broke down. And I did address a topic. I was like, that is interesting, and I had a take on that. You know what I'm saying? Respectful. This is all respectful hip hop talk, right? I had a respectful take on that, but you saying that shows that you are also Jae Millz as a pioneer. Because of the success of the diss songs, you by your own admission have prioritized that to be the stronger effort possibly. And I don't want to speak for you, but that's how it's coming off now, especially based on that podcast take that Jae Millz gave. So Eazy, not only does he turn this into a bigger bag if it gets booked, right? But he put a narrative on you that nobody else did so far in his algorithmic moment, Jae Millz's algorithmic moment, which is you don't get to circumvent because this is all happening in battle rap. And in here, the primary is not on beat. And he's laying out these other times when people went back and forth, whether on blogs, whether when songs came out or whatever. Eazy has a hit list developed off of everybody he dissed in the top tier song. Let's speak truth. Let's speak truth. That's the bigger bag. Those are the bigger impacts. That's the bigger moment. And that's what counts the most in here. So that's a strong narrative. And I'm curious to see if it gets legs because Jae Millz, you will have to navigate that. You will have to because we want to continue to see Jae Millz on beat. But you'll have to navigate if you choose to continue to present the energy of I'm cool on the stage. If you present that, then people will spin that back in your direction as well. Now, doing both is a whole nother topic. I'll get to that in a second too. Let's talk about this whole algorithm thing. And that could even be a cool narrative for the battle, whether on beat, on stage, or on both. Who's the algorithm? Reminder, people, everybody's the algorithm that becomes the high news topic for that time, right? Eazy's algorithm, self-proclaimed, has been more geared towards a lot of coverage, both good and bad. But let's be truthful here. If I had to say 1 to 10, scale of 1 to 10, his algorithmic news coverage and him being the topic of discussion and in a lot of bloggers, videos, or whatever, the stuff that he shuns people for when it's negative, right? It's bare minimum 7 out of 10 due to controversy, which is cool because a lot of people figure out how to turn controversy into bars, right? Some people say if they ain't talking about you, whether good or bad, then then you're losing, right? Some people say all coverage is whatever, or controversy, whatever, it's all good, right? Everybody's different, okay? Here's the knock on where Jae Millz got Eazy there though. His algorithmic moment ever since these diss songs started, and let them argue it out about who's the real argument rhythm. That's the entertainment battle side to me. Like I don't give a fuck from my standpoint of me covering whatever is fucking interesting or a good topic going on for the fans to me. You know what I'm saying? But the way that Jae Millz got you there Eazy is because if it's 7 out of 10, in my opinion, on your side, his algorithmic moment, it's all based in rapping. There's no this person or that person or because this league or this drama or this fallout or this fight. It's all rapping, to Jae Millz' credit, but people can decide what type of algorithm or controversy or news they either like the most, they deem preferential for their legacy the most, or what makes them the most money, right? I guess those are 3 of the biggest factors if you really want to be real behind the scenes. Okay. Like let's say like an RBE algorithmic moment. Like I can drop a certain card, certain main event, certain announcements, certain rollouts, and we can literally shut everything else out and be the most talked topic and be viral and clips and all this shit for months. For months. Whereas it's like anything else going on is just secondary. Like leagues do it, league owners do it, controversy does it, battle rappers do it. Let somebody get called a snitch or a rat in battle rap. They're gonna talk about you. You're gonna be the algorithm for God knows how long. It happens. Like so you guys could fucking figure out all that fucking algorithmic shit. Here's something that's gonna lead me, and I'm gonna close this out too with who I got winning for this Eazy and Jae Millz thing too. Before I close it out there. Jae Millz, back to why Eazy spun a very good narrative back towards you that is very logical and that battle rap culture already shows preference to, okay? The pioneers, they've all gotten to a point where they've garnered a certain amount of respect in the most important arena, which is once again acapella on stage, face to face. And not even just the pioneers, even people that come from the street corner or the DVD era or Fight Club, and then they came back into the newer era where they were being tested, and it was just like, can you do it? 40 Cal, Fight Club, when he had to come back to battle rap, it was like the if factor, the question mark. What's he going to sound like today? Can he keep up today? Some people had him beating Ill Will on his return. King Los, who a lot of people look at times as an industry person. He came back, his head ice battle. A bunch of people have him winning that. Some people have it close. Good performance, switch of an opponent with like 2 weeks notice. Then he went on to be able to captivate and have damn near classic battle in a big room at Max Out versus Daylight. He's got a classic on URL with DNA, And he also had a crazy back and forth with, to me, the best battle rapper in the world in the Blue Room versus Ill Will. So I think King Los, of the people that have come back, he's got the best showings. He's the top dog of it. 40 Cal be getting mad at me when I say that. Like, he like, yo, book me in King Los. Let's kill this once and for all, right? Even Jag proved himself the moment he stepped back in conventional battle rap versus math, and some people have him winning that. All right, Cassidy too. Cassidy versus Disaster. When he came back on stage, if that would have been the only thing people was going off of, nobody would have ever given him his on stage respect. But when they got into that small room environment, which still counts to me, it's no different than Ill Will and Calico in the street, in a garage, whatever, right? Everybody pretty much got him beating Disaster. The Arsenal and the Goods battle, nah. But then he gets to the Hitman battle, and everybody said that's his best performance. Some people have him beating Hitman Holla, the best performer in battle rap, on a big room stage. He got his respect. Some people still want to see that super breakout performance from Cassidy, but he still got his respect on stage. Okay, in big moments versus on big cards versus big opponents, everybody has done that so far. The pioneer, and speaking of the pioneers, let me extend it not just to the people that like did the returns. How about Murder Mook? Murder Mook was facing that for a little bit. But what you gonna do in this era? So then they put him in there with one of the new era kings, Geechee. And he gets to fucking dance on stage with Geechee. Or he has a classic with Twerk. Right? You can't say that, and you can't ask that question towards Mook anymore. But what about this new era? Okay, this ain't the that shit no more. This ain't the Iron Solomon days. How about now? He killed that. Lux did too. Those guys, they all killed that and crossed multiple. So whether it's the return people, whether it was the pioneers, Jae Millz, you might be, respectfully, I'm so serious, I'm on some hip hop shit. You might be the last battle rap pioneer that hasn't fully gained the respect of all of your battle rap peers on stage. You gain my respect because I mean, the Sean battle is the Sean battle. I think he then did better versus Ness. And I think by the time he got to the small room battles with me, like battles versus Jay Murder and Big K, you could see him starting to figure it out. And those were some of his, to me, his best performances. Then he had more performances after that. Let's scratch the Geechee one. But he had some other stuff too. Like I think I saw the was it Fonz or that one like a small room, closed room setting. He's got some solid performances, but no performance that makes like the Eazys or the Rum Nitties or the B Magics or the Jack Boy Mains or the Goods or the DNAs. And I'm not saying you have to have validation from these people. I'm just saying consistently you can see your battle rap peers, they haven't seen that moment yet that makes them say he's one of us as far as on the stage, current modern day battle rap. So Eazy's narrative gets that much more weight. And other battle rappers, they're showing you that they feel that, whether they say it or not. Last but not least, and even to compound my point, if you ask me who I got as a winner for this, if y'all get booked, right? And I definitely would tune in to Eazy versus Jae Millz. Why not? Interesting. Y'all got a little grudge cooking up. Y'all could do some diss songs leading in. Should be good promo. You guys both use your own YouTube channels and have good, strong followings. Should be a nice promo run. I would definitely tune into it, right? I got Jae Millz winning the lead-in because he might take advantage of his channel, double up on the bag, and drop diss songs. And he is the clear leader of the diss songs. He's sitting in that throne. He got it. What he's done so far on diss tracks and on beat is incredible. Him and Ron cannot fucking miss, and I don't expect to ever see a miss from them paired up together. Win or lose, I don't expect to see them miss. It's just going to take somebody that is just as good, brings that good of a product to the table. They're not going to miss. I don't see it. I don't see it. But on stage, so I got Jae Millz dragging Eazy on beat. I do. But on stage, I got Eazy dragging Jae Millz. And to close that out, Millz, to be real, once again, what's going to carry the bigger weight in the battle rap culture? The stage. So if somebody like Millz agrees with some of the points that I'm making here, then it actually would be in his best interest to continue to navigate towards the beat only.